because it seems like a really big project, and it would seem pretty cool to see how this all goes, like a first of its kind. Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm curious how this kind of came to be. I just saw, I guess, Allison, you put it on your Instagram story a few days ago, but how did this all get started? I guess we're going to talk about that later, probably, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. It happens so fast, so it's really exciting. And
Just like a home.
we're going to go into just kind of what to expect and how it's going to work.
Soap in the hole.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Just get it right off the bat.
And a little vinegar, water.
How long does this sit?
Yes. All right.
Good. Trim this back a little bit so it rolls easier.
Yes, sir.
You can make this up. Yes. You got
Eat yourself really quick?
Carrots.
What?
Can you eat yourself really quick? Sorry, Annie. Also, oh my gosh, hi Justin Hennessy, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. We're just kind of having everyone introduce themselves. So do you want to start? Do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Justin. I go to UVA. I'm originally from the Philly area. I was at VCU's what was it called? The boot camp.
With
Creative Brief.
strategic workshop in collaboration with the Wine Club. Hat and go play the horn on the mountain.
Yeah. If anyone else here was there, I was on Team Jello, and that was definitely so much fun. So when I was on LinkedIn and I saw about this opportunity, I definitely wanted to hop on. And yeah, nice to meet you all.
Thank you.
Hi Alexa. How are you? Thanks for coming.
Hey, yeah, I'm so excited to learn more.
Hi, Sydney! These kids know each other. Cause they're from
Hi, Madeline.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey,
I'm
Madeline.
Logan.
Okay.
Madeline Peep.
Hi,
What?
Go peep my story.
Hi.
Doesn't look bad.
Hey, Logan.
Hey, how you doing?
It's like purple.
Good. How is
I
everyone
got it.
doing?
I'm okay. I'm tired and I was gonna just spend the evening watching Netflix, and I was like, no, I need to do something productive. So I'm gonna do
A
that.
solid choice.
I made a good decision.
Definitely. Hi, Daniel, coming in live from New York City.
Yeah.
Gosh, so many familiar faces.
Oh, hang on, let me get a notepad and a pen. I'm gonna need it.
Hi, Kate. I see that you're here and your video's not on.
Yes.
To everyone that's just joining, if you want to just introduce yourself and just like where you're with school and what area you're from, please feel free. Otherwise, also you can mute yourself too.
Hi, I'm Edward. I'm a recent graduate of Lemoyne College in upstate New York. It's great to be here, and thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks for coming. We're so excited to have everybody here. This is really cool.
So many people.
I know. It's gonna be sick.
Oh my gosh, is that Kevin Nguyen?
It is.
I heard about you. You're the
Oh, wow, Kevin.
you're the president of the ad club, right?
I actually was. So I just graduated, so it's actually Allison Farrell who will be leading this meeting, who's the new 2020 to 2021 president. But
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I just I read the article about you and I heard that you had done a lot. So it's nice to meet you.
oh, well, it was in conjunction with a lot of people in this call as well. There's a lot of former ad people and Jess Collins, who is going to be hosting, and then Allison Farrell, who has been helping a lot. So thank you for that, but I share it with everyone.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, my bad.
He's famous.
So, hey guys, this is Jess, and then believe me, I want to get to know every single one of you guys, but I know we have you guys, we want to be respectful of your time. So I'd love for, I just love your chats. Yes, Kevin is very famous, y'all. So we can get started here. We want to get through the presentation that Allison's going to give, and then we will have plenty of time for Q&A and all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure a lot of the questions you guys are going to have, she is going to go over. But thank you guys. Like, we're looking at the amount of people that are ding-donging in right now, and it's crazy ridiculous, and you'll get to know, for my non-VCU people, we are very excitable over here, and it's going to be amazing. So I think, well, it's 5:03. All right, just do like 2 more people. I'll give until 5:05. Hold on, I'm making a judgment call here. Do a couple more people. I see a lot of my former peeps out there, which is exciting. But does anybody else want to just give a quick introduction that maybe is equally or more famous than Kevin Wynn?
Oh my gosh, Kofi, introduce yourself. I see you're in the call.
What's up, guys? I'm not as famous as Kevin, but I'm a brand strategist studying at BYU. So yeah, nice to meet you guys. Good to be on here.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Kofi is great.
All right, who's more famous than Kevin and or Kofi? See, somebody said Kofi's just as famous, so.
I wouldn't consider myself that famous. I am famous on Spotify for my pop playlist, but my name is Taylor Ross. I am a University of South Carolina advertising and media arts major, and I am glad to be here.
Welcome.
That's awesome.
Well, I'll go ahead and throw myself out there. I'm not famous at all, but I'm Brian Vliet. I'm a former student of Jess and graduated from VCU last year in the ed program. I was a creative track. Right now I'm a graphic designer for guns.com, and I also run my own creative freelance business on the side.
Hi, Brian.
Hello.
Well, I may as well introduce myself real quick. I'm Logan. It's nice to meet everybody. So I was originally business administration, but then on a whim, I switched to communications and chose to do creative advertising for my concentration. I just recognized Kevin specifically from this article that I received. I clicked on it like out of pure curiosity, but then I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that the ad club offers the opportunity to do such fun stuff. So I just wanted to actually do something productive this summer.
Oh, we will keep you busy, ma'am. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Jessica, I'll go ahead and introduce myself really quick because I actually know a lot of your alum VCU Brand Center people. So I'm Derek. I actually just graduated from BYU with Kofi, my brother. I'm a former Google Creative Lab freelancer and have worked with a lot of VCU Brand Center people. My boss in New York was a VCU Brand Center alum, and so I'm very interested and curious what y'all got to say today.
Well, I will say, Derek, I am a Brand Center alum, which I love the Brand Center, but this is coming at you from the Robertson School, which is the undergraduate program. So let's just say a Brand Center alum here got their hands on the undergraduate program. So, but we do a lot in collaboration with the Brand Center too. It's a big Richmond love fest over here. So we got a grad program and an undergrad program kicking butt over here. So, but that's exciting. We hear a lot about BYU. We looked at that website quite a bit. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Super excited to have you guys on the call for sure. I think let's see. It's 5:07. Let's go ahead and go. How about it? Can everyone mute themselves while Allison has the floor, and we'll go through this and open up to questions. So if everyone can mute, that would be amazing. And or if not, I will do it for you. Love you guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Go ahead and enter full screen. All right, so hi guys. First of all, welcome. We've had a little bit of a good welcome party, but let me introduce myself. My name is Allison Farrell. I'm the new VCU Ad Club president. So yeah, we're going to be talking about VCU Camp Adventure today. So these are a few things that we're going to cover today. If you guys could hold your questions to the end, we're going to have a little bit of a Q&A, so write them down or write them in the chat, and then we can come back to them at the end. That would be awesome. So first of all, let's meet our team. So you might see a few familiar faces in this Zoom call. So myself, the president, we have Ethan Parker here. Khalid is our event coordinator. Michelle is our strategic planner. So we're also participating in this, which is awesome. On the back end, dealing with applications and all the logistics, we have the amazing Jessica Collins. She's our faculty advisor and also a professor at VCU. Courtney and Kevin are recent alum from the ad program as well as ad club. So Courtney's right now at Martin and Kevin is interning at Mullen Lowe this summer. Big names. So first, what is Camp Adventure? So Camp Adventure is a free, emphasis on free, 8-week virtual summer program. We're offering this to recent graduates as well as undergraduate students to get hands-on experience in networking with other students from across the nation, working with industry leaders for mentors to create a campaign and also passion projects. So we're also having campfire sessions as well as workshops. A little bit into the logo and what camp means. So this is our patch. We want you guys to use this patch and post on your social media. Since this is virtual, you guys mind muting yourself just so you don't have any like back talk? That'd be awesome. Thank you. So we have the patch, which we want you guys to share on social media. We're also going to give you guys a PNG of this to put on your resume, or I mean on your portfolio, as well as the winners of the campaign work will have a custom first place, second place, third place logo. So why is it camp? We want to take you guys back to your childhood when summer camp was basically what you looked forward to every summer. Camp is representing that fun, excitement, and being around the same people with the same passions and mentality and drive. So we're having, since it's a virtual program, we're putting everybody together, and we're with that same passion and mentality to come up with amazing work. So Khalid's going to go a little bit more into the camp language since we have customized it a bit.
Awesome. Thank you, Allison. So obviously with things like campers are you guys, the participants, the people who we're doing this for. We've decided to split up mentors into 2 categories. So we're going with camp counselors and group leaders. Camp counselors are our career coaches. They're there to help you grow as a professional, and they're going to be the ones running our weekly workshops. Group leaders are mentors assigned to give advice and feedback. Campfires, those are what we're calling our weekly Zoom calls with industry leaders as signature speakers. All campers will be split into 2 cabins and bunks. Cabins are a group of people with the same position as you. So let's think account managers, art directors, strategists, and so on. A bunk is the team that you'll be working with on developing your campaign as well as your passion projects. And now that we've run through a bit of that camp lingo, let's move into what communication platforms are going to look like this summer. We'll be using Slack for any major program communication. Once you're accepted to the program, you'll be added to a Camp Adventure Slack, where you'll have access to the cabin associated with your respective positions, as well as an assigned bunk channel that everyone on your team will have access to. Zoom will be what we're running all of our campfires off of. We obviously recommend that you guys use this for any of your team calls as well, but I think it'd be best for you all to decide once you get into it. We just have had success with Zoom. Now, I'm sure that the question that you all have on your minds right now is, what exactly is camp going to be structured like? So Allison, if you could go into that.
Yeah. So our structure, we're going to get more into it and give you guys more information when you're accepted, as well as on our website and social media. We're constantly updating that. So the difference between a campaign and a passion project, when you are applying, you get to choose one of those. So your campaign, if you want to go that route, you're going to be on a team of 4 to 6 with, individual positions. That's your bunk. You're also going to be having a mentor included with that. And same thing with the passion projects. You're going to be grouped with similar people that want to do around the same passion project, and you'll also get that mentor. The mentor is that really cool industry leader. We're also having Wednesday workshops. So a few examples are concepting, creative executions, freelancing, and we're going to have a lot more. So those workshops are going to be tools along the way to create your work, as well as after this program, you get mini lessons by amazing industry professionals. Lastly is our Campfire Fridays. These are really cool and exciting. So here's a sneak peek into the lineup. Here are a few people that will be talking and speaking at our campfires. So we have the CEO of the Martin Agency, Nairae Reynolds. She's with the Young Ones Award, which is the One Club for Creativity. Mary Toves is with Disney, and then Mark Pollard is with, he has his own company called Sweathead, which is really cool. So into the career coaches and mentors. So I mentioned how you're going to have each of these accessible to you. Career coaches will be accessible to everybody, helping you with your resume, helping you interview prep, anything that you need with them will be given to you, as well as mentors. Here are a few examples of who is going to be at the accessible to you as a mentor. And these will be assigned. So now Hala's going to go into a little bit of the time commitment, since this is a 2-month program.
So as for time commitment, considering workshops and campfires, that's going to normally look like about 5 hours per week. But once you're placed in your bunk, you should absolutely coordinate with your team to just hammer down what each of your time commitments will look like. So that way you're actively contributing to your group work and making sure that what you have at the end of the summer is something that everyone's going to be proud of. Allison, what's the perfect camper going to look like?
Yeah, so like if you're wondering, can I apply for this? Who are you guys looking to do? So anybody, as long as you're interested in creating amazing work, networking, and being a part of a freaking amazing experience, you just have to have 1 year of college completed and you're good to go. We're looking for really passionate, driven, motivated people, since this is a commitment, but the reward is so much further than that. So just motivated, passion driven. And then something that we want to give to you guys, which is really cool, is since this whole program was created as a response to COVID, a lot of internships were taken away and opportunities were taken away. So those people who are in undergrad that might have to take a summer internship, we're offering this to you as your internship. So VCU, you're already checked off and you're good to go. We will sign those forms if you want to use this as your credit. If you are from another school and want to use it, just contact your advisor, contact your school, and let us know, and we can be in communication with that. So lastly is just kind of what you leave with Camp Adventure. Like, what's the end goal? So the end goal is really just getting that amazing network, growing as a professional while working with students from all across the nation, because this is such a unique experience. Plus you're leaving with real campaign work from an international client. So that's exciting. That's something we just found out today. So yeah. And my question to you all is, are you ready to pack your bags and join Camp Adventure?
Yes.
I do want to add one thing that was mentioned. A lot of the recruiters and talent and development teams that are mentoring our program, unfortunately, have had like hiring freezes, and so this is also their way to scout new talent as soon as things open up. Once the website kind of is more updated with like everyone that's participating, we're going to have a page that's like Meet the Campers, which will showcase everyone in your portfolios as well, and that will give all of the mentors and the recruiters direct access to you as well. So for a lot of people, I know, I'm not going to list the names of the agencies, but a few of them are using this as a way to hire new talent as well.
Yeah, so super cool. Now we're going to go into just Q&As. Before we go into that, just again, follow us on Instagram. That's where we're going to be having our updates. We don't have a separate Instagram for this since it's paired, the ad club is hosting this. So follow us for updates as well as constant website updates. And if we don't get to your question or you have a burning question that you think of later, just let us know and we will be happy to answer that.
Hey, Allison, it's Jess. I wanted to say something really fast. You guys, for those of you that know me, or even the ones that you will get to know me, I've done a lot of amazing things with students as far as programming, and we did that strategic workshop last fall, and all of these things that we've done. You guys, this by far, to all of my students out there and recent grads, is one of the, for lack of better words, most effing, I don't know y'all yet to know if I can curse, but one of the best things that I've ever seen happen. These students came to me and said, we want, and then led by Courtney, who works at the Martin Agency, came to me and said, can we do something like this? And I was like, sure. And then it has catapulted into 85 people on a Zoom informational meeting, to mentors from across the country, to a speaker series that rivals any speaker series out there. I don't think Allison dropped this, but I'm going to. We also have a client that we're not going to disclose yet, but it's an international client that we found out about today. Shit is crazy and it's amazing. And if y'all are looking for a way to have a kick-ass summer doing real work, and we guarantee with this team at the helm that it's going to be something that you're going to walk away from really, really amazing. I can't even say words. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's amazing. And this has all happened in the past, few weeks. We've been working our butt off, and this is created by students for students. So we want the program to be as best as it can. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, let us know and we would be happy to help you out.
Do you want to start,
if that's okay.
I was going to say, do we want to start taking questions from the chat or just over speaker?
Yeah, we're going to do questions from the chat just so it's more moderated, because I know Zoom can get a little tricky. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Okay.
Yeah, just put it in the chat and we will go from there for sure.
Okay, I'm trying to scroll back to the first one. Okay. So Isabella, you asked you graduated May 2019. This is for postgraduate students as well as undergraduate students. So, if you're looking to better your career as well as better your book, this is definitely for you. Yeah, so Jess answered, just if no one's reading the chat, the dates are from June 1st to July 31st. We're going to have that judging around the end of July. Requirements, we have our application. They're on the website, so it is rolling admission. So the quicker you get in your application, the quicker we can get back to you. Also, when you get that acceptance, post it on the Instagram, tag us. We'd love to reshare getting accepted to this program. The creative submission is a TikTok, because we want to see how creative you guys get. And also, I'm not going to be able to see them, but we love a good renegade. But yeah, so that's the one main thing, is having a TikTok, especially if maybe somebody who is a little bit younger applying for this and doesn't have as, I don't know, good or best work. This would be a really good level mediator for that. So anybody can make a cool TikTok.
Hey, 1 second, Allison. So this is Jess again. I live and die VCU, but I sure as hell would love to see a lot of other schools giving them a run for their money. So bring it on. Seriously, I want all of you guys. This is for everyone. There's no special preference to VCU. I have the lockdown on the admissions and applications, so none of the team is seeing this. Zoom tight, and it's legit. I'm a competitive person, so I want y'all to be too.
Nicholas?
There's two questions that we can answer just in one.
Yeah.
So part of the people who are going to be accepting this It's going to be someone from the talent and development team from the Martin Agency. And in terms of how many people are going to be accepted, it depends on how many applicants, so we can have an even number to disperse amongst the teams. So whether that's like a small number or a big number, it just depends on how many of you decide to turn up. But it looks like as of today, we might have a pretty big number. So hopefully you guys keep it up.
Yeah, share this with all your friends and your network as well, because we want, the whole point is obviously like to do amazing work and meet as many people as possible.
Allison, if you don't mind, the question on how competitive it is to be accepted, I would just say, like, put your best foot forward when applying. Like, think of it as competitive as, like, you want it to be, I guess. Like, be the most competitive when applying.
Yeah. What does Passion Project's team look like? Nicholas asked that, and that's something that will work and like give you more details on that after applying. But basically in the application, if you read through, you kind of give an example of what type of passion project you would like to work on. And so the people that want to do a passion project will be grouped up with similar people, and you can either work with them or do more like separate stuff on your own, but you're still going to get a mentor to have that guidance. Is there any questions that y'all see that?
Yeah, it does not have to necessarily be a TikTok. Some of us don't have to, some of us maybe, I mean, I might just be speaking for myself that I'm not good at TikTok, but this is Jess talking. But it can be, you know, we just want to see creativity. It doesn't have to be, if you have another format you'd like to use, then that's welcome as well.
Yeah, TikTok is just like, you can edit in it, and it's simple and also very much culturally relevant at the moment. So we want to bring fun into it, but it's just a MP4 upload or something like that with the Google form. So you don't have to post it anywhere, just uploading a 60-second or less video.
Yeah.
Someone
I see a question. Sorry, I see a question here from Truman Florence. Should I open up my schedule by quitting my part-time jobs or summer classes to participate? So my thing here is, if you think that you have the time to participate, we cannot encourage quitting your part-time job or canceling on your summer classes. So I think it's about prioritizing there. If you think that you have the time with those things, absolutely apply. But if you think that like you might have to quit your part-time job or quit your summer classes to participate, it's just about how much time you're willing to give to the program.
And we know this is summer, and so like people might, like, even if like this will still be taking place even if we don't really know the updates with COVID, but things opening up or whatever, we know people might be taking trips. That's just working with your team and being like, okay, this week, you know, I have other priorities, so I'm gonna put in like communicating with them and letting them know you won't be as available that week, but then the following week, you know, really pulling your weight and putting a little bit more time. But you know, we said about 5 hours with the campfires, the workshops, and as well as meetings with your teams.
I'm also seeing some questions about passion projects. You guys are able to do both the passion project and be on the campaign team as well. Again, that's just talking with your team and letting them know what you're doing. I'm also seeing a question about passion projects being judged. So a large portion of the passion projects, for an example, if you are really passionate about photography and social media and you want to build, you know, a side hustle and like become a freelancer after graduation, or that's where you're leaning towards if you already graduated, that's kind of their facilitate. We're going to pair you with a mentor who's already doing something super similar to what you're trying to do, and you're going to build your passion project portfolio through that mentorship. So it's really more working on your own personal brand or whatever you have going on. That would be your role in the summer if you were to choose just the passion project.
I see a question here from Logan C. I don't have a large portfolio. Am I still eligible for this program? Absolutely. Because it doesn't matter what stance you are on like the amount of work in your portfolio. If you're driven and passionate and you want to do this, and you know that you're going to put out, excuse my language, kick-ass work, this is for you, man. This should be something that you should still feel comfortable applying for, even if you don't have the most impressive portfolio out there.
The question right before that about being separated by career path, so that is what the cabins are for. So in a cabin, you'll be able to communicate with people who are doing the same thing as you, so you can reach out for help. So if you don't have a built out portfolio and you have a lot of questions, you can reach out to people who would be able to answer those questions. But on your team, you'll be working with a diverse group of career paths.
Yeah, and then like we mentioned as well, with Slack, you'll be separated into your cabin. So that way you'll have access to everybody who is a strategist or like an account manager or art director. So that's going to be a network for you guys if you have any questions as well. So that way you can access them.
I'm also seeing a couple questions about people who are interested in production, just graduated from areas in production. We do have a handful of producers who are, willing to mentor and lead workshops. So a part of that is, if you guys want to attend a workshop, but also network with that person who's a producer, that's totally up to you guys if you want to do that. But I think there's definitely a place and a role for those production people. It's going to be a really good test of your skills to produce whatever creative you want to produce virtually when half your team is, all over America.
Yep, and I think, the way that it is going to be structured, this is Jess again, is that it's very much just like any agency pitch where you've got basically 7 weeks to get to the final product. So every week, we will be giving, it's up to you to manage your time, but it's very similar to, where the first week you should be concentrating on research, the second week you should be writing the brief, the third week you should be concepting, so on and so forth. And that's where the workshops are going to coordinate. So if the next week is research, then the week before the workshop would be from somebody that would give you research tips and tricks. If 1 week is a creative brief, the week before that, the workshop might possibly be how to write a creative brief, right? Or tips and tricks on creative briefs. So the way that we're looking at it is that you guys should be wanting to join this because you want to be part of the agency. So a lot of times you guys will obviously be doing your role that the art directors will be doing art direction, the copywriters will be doing copywriting, but it's really a little agency moving together throughout the process. So, the creatives are going to have to be involved up front in strategy, and the strategists are going to have to make sure they're checking the work in the back end to make sure that it fits strategy. So if, for my production people, I would expect that your executions are going to be really heavily production based. So that's just something, that's just a way your team might think about what the deliverables are. So just go into it knowing you're going to be, in agencies moving forward. And as far as I just saw Gabriel's question pop up, we don't know Wednesday and Friday, the time frames exactly yet. We would like to say noon, but it all depends on the availability of the speakers. And so every Monday we will tell you, we will let you know what the schedule is for that week or even before that.
Yeah, we're going to be sending out a timeline in the next 2 days or so on our website as well as social media. So definitely follow us and check the website to see what to expect. Obviously, as the program goes on, it's going to be detailed. But to get a general gist of making sure this is something you want to participate in, we're going to make that timeline for you, a general timeline.
And then Tanner Todd asks, are we more likely to be accepted if we apply sooner? So we are doing a rolling admission on this. So the sooner you can get in your application, the better.
And the applications are due this coming, so exactly in a week, May 22nd at 5 p.m.
Now, y'all, as somebody that's manning the applications, I sure would love to get them in sooner than later so I could get these teams put together, but that's just a professor talking. Love you guys.
Asking about the TikToks and someone said, is this an about me? It's basically just a way for you to express your creativity, and it kind of prompts you saying what would make you a good camper, basically what would you be, I'm losing my words here, how would you be a good piece in this program? So just
Yeah. And then I see a question here from Jonathan. So in the first part of the application, it asks about technical skills for positions such as AM/strategy positions. Would interpersonal skills count? I think for that, it's any skill that you deem like that you're like, damn, this is cool. Like this is a skill that I have. Even if it's an interpersonal skill, put it down there. If you really think that it is an important part of your skill set.
Kofi, I saw what you're saying. Yeah, I was on the call with the client today. The reason I would love to selfishly get these applications in sooner or later, if we, if this blows up and we get, 200 people applying, one client can't manage, 30 teams. And so I've told the client to hold tight, and ideally there would be contact throughout. Like we've already planned that whatever client joins, if there are multiple, there will be a client briefing at the beginning with an RFP, and there will be check-ins. It's just depending on the amount of teams that we have, we will manage the client contact from there. Because like I said, if we end up having 10 teams, that's a lot more manageable than 30, right? And there is a potential that the campaigns could be used because, I mean, let's be honest, they're coming and they're trolling for work from y'all.
So I have a question here from Kiara. If we don't get into the program, could we still be a part of the workshops or Friday events as long as you apply? Sadly, we're going to have to say no on that. We can only have those open to people that are in the program. But I mean, I think that's even more incentive to try and buff up your application, make sure it's as strong as it can be, put your best foot forward, because I mean, we're offering these cool things and we would love for you to be a part of it. It's just about how strong the application is.
More background on the client. I saw the question. I am having a more detailed call with the client next week. I just was able to get the confirmation as a yes today so that I could actually, we could actually speak about it, or not tell you who it is, but just announce that we had this level client. I'm not sure if there's going to be an NDA per se. I'm guessing, I mean, obviously anytime I allow a client to get contact with my clients, my trade-off, if they're getting 20 teams of free work, is that y'all get to put it in your portfolios. So we're gonna push that you wouldn't have to hide this work, but I'm not sure of the NDA question yet. But again, I think it should be fair to say you'd be allowed to put this in your portfolio.
So Larissa's asking, would you recommend this for someone that has more experience in PR with a focus on media? So I would say so. I'm giving a little bit on my background. I'm actually a PR major, but I found a bit more love for advertising. I think it's really just about, if you are, again, like going back to, if you are driven, you are motivated to just put out good work for the client, put out good work for your team, and be there. Absolutely, because PR and advertising, there's so much crisscross there that, yeah, absolutely go for it. Let's see. So what would make a good applicant? I mean, it's just showcasing who you are as a person, I think is really important here, especially in those TikToks. Just showing why you would be a good call to add to this program, I think is the best advice that I can give without going into too much of specifics.
I will say with the application that the more unique you make your TikTok, the better it is. We can tell if you made it for something else. So just putting it out there, like make sure to show your creativity and why you would, make a great camper, and more about you and your goals and your passions and ambitions. I think just talking about yourself makes a really cool video, but don't be afraid to show yourself.
For the shirt question that's popping off in the chat, we're still concepting. We definitely want to give you some type of collateral. If that's a pin, a shirt, we're still concepting on that. But if you guys want something like that, yeah, we'll figure it out for you.
And also to answer Isabella's question, so sorry I butchered your name. It totally depends. So if your application is amazing, blows us out of the park, you probably hear back within a day. if it's kind of lackluster, we'll have to wait and consider a little bit more as to like to get everyone else to like decide. So whatever team that's like going to be doing it, they'll let us know as because we're sharing that file with them, so they'll know. So there are some people who right off the bat I'm sure will get accepted. With others, kind of just depends. So make your applications as exciting and as like fun and creative as you can possibly make it. But that being said, it is a TikTok, so we want it to be something that everyone can do with from a device as simple as your phone. So do not like put so much like stress into it. Just put a lot of effort into it.
I'll take I see a couple questions out there that are saying, well, I have some experience. I think it says, is it Larissa? I don't want to butcher that name. More PR with the focus, PR with focus on media. You want to expand your knowledge and skills. I mean, yeah, I don't think there's any limitation. Everyone is bringing their own unique skill set. I mean, I haven't seen the RFP yet, but I think that they're going to want, this is an elevated client that's going to want media placement and it's going to want beyond, executions. I'm sure there's going to be a budget and things like that. So we are looking for any kind of skill set like that. And then I think I saw that somebody said, or Tracy said, what makes a good applicant? Somebody, I say this a million times, it's somebody that hustles. Like my favorite saying is that, hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. That's just my own personal mantra. And you guys just, anybody that seems like this is, really passionate about this and really wants to go all in and make this a great experience, that to me is a good applicant. I think there's a lot of people that sign up for stuff sometimes and then they don't show up, and that's just unacceptable. But I think if you guys are really excited about it and want to get a chance to meet, 85 of you guys from different universities and mentors from across the country, and listen to speakers that show up everywhere, then I think this is the place for you, and you just have to have an energy about you and an excitement and a passion to do it.
I see a lot of questions and comments about TikTok. Again, it doesn't have to be TikTok, but just think TikTok-esque. It doesn't have to be like getting, your nitty-gritty personal life, whatever. Make it creative, make it fun, but make it you. That's the most important thing. I think that's all the questions. Oh, portfolio or website. So we have a section. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so Portfolio's the actual website. Link is optional, but you do have to provide like one piece of work. So whatever you want to put that on, go for it. If you want to use FlipSnap, sure, if it works for you. You just have to contribute one piece of whatever you've ever done before, whether it's like a social media post, a photo you've taken, or a whole campaign. It's up to you.
Yes, I would love to. Please send me a PowerPoint that I can watch. I will love that. I think, if you guys also, I was being a little bit sarcastic, but as long as it has some creativity to it, you guys just, I totally lost my train of thought with that. Oh, you could obviously ask us a ton of questions any other time. Yeah, you can email us all. You can email adclub@VCU. You can hit us up on LinkedIn. This is our, for lack of a better term, passion project right now. So we are here for you to answer all of your questions as you're moving forward. Again, my one selfish thing is do your applications. I want to get these bunks formed. And tell your
I know
friends.
someone asked if we're putting the slides up. We will have an FAQ that answers questions asked here and other questions on the website up a little bit later. This is being recorded, so there's also that.
We're also having another Zoom meeting on Monday. So if anybody missed today, like any of your friends, or you just want to come back and see our faces again, go ahead.
Yeah, hit us up over the weekend. I really basically don't sleep, so just let me know any questions. I'll forward you straight over to somebody else.
I posted the Instagram and the email in the chat if you guys didn't write down or catch the that stuff. But yeah, definitely follow us. And if you don't want to email, you can DM us as well.
So to answer your question, Christiane, we're looking for really any kind of work you want, whatever work that you're passionate about that will showcase something you're good at or something you want to get good at. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'd say if you were presenting your portfolio to someone and you had to speak about one piece because it's your favorite thing, that's the one you should submit. Because I think you guys should always be submitting work that you want to talk about.
If you're worried about it, just like all you can do is put your best foot forward and put like yourself into your work. And after you've done that, you've done your best, and that's all you can do.
Logan C is asking about like classwork, like spec work. You can absolutely submit that, especially being a student. Most students don't have work for live clients. So you can absolutely submit something you did for class.
All right. So if you guys want to send her the questions in or to email, just let us know questions. But yeah, we just want to thank you guys so much for coming out. We're so excited for this. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be so unique. And we're really excited to see where it goes.
Awesome. Yeah, go out, put out some kick-ass applications, guys. And hopefully we'll see you the first day of camp.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
We can stay on after if anyone wants to ask any questions privately. Other than that, feel free to log off, and thank you so much.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Go graduate, Tracy.
Yeah, congratulations, Tracy.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Daniel, don't go.
Hi, Mia.
See Michelle. Love your purple hair.
Thank you.
Hi, Mia.
Hi, Jess. I'm doing a beer Olympics with Maddie tomorrow. Maddie Brooks.
Oh, tell her hello. Oh.
Is it okay if I ask you guys like a couple more questions?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm sorry to stay back. I know y'all got things to do.
Please.
So long story short, I'm not a super how you say technologically innovative person. Like literally when I had my first ad class, like I probably had like the worst video. So is there any so I can do any kind of video or TikTok as part of the application, right? It doesn't have to be like too crazy advanced or like how like you guys expect something like super duper awesome.
No, just do what you're
it's
comfortable
ideas.
with. But again, just be creative in a way that makes sense for you. Like, I don't want you, if like you're not the world's best director, don't act like it, like be authentic to yourself. But like, I want to know, like, what are your passions? What are your goals? Why do you want to be a camper? And just explain it the best way that makes sense for you.
I mean, Logan, I can already tell you're excitable and inquisitive and curious. Like, just bring that. Bring that to your I mean, this could be your video. Like, you obviously have a ton of questions. You're into it. Like, that's what we're looking for. I mean, there's some people that can do beautiful TikToks that don't tell me shit. Like that. They look pretty, but they have no substance.
Oh, Logan, you're muted.
Logan, you're on mute.
But thank you guys for the help. I got to disappear, but it was nice meeting all of you. And sorry to fangirl over you, Kevin. I just read that article about you, and I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look forward to taking a more active role in the ad club. Just because I personally know some of the people who are getting involved just from previous classes and things like that. So it's been nice meeting all of you. And Michelle Mead, it's good to see you again. I still remember you from that portfolio show. So yeah, so y'all have a great one. But I'll disappear now.
No, Logan.
Bye.
Questions, okay?
Have a good one. Thank you so much.
Hello, doll.
Oh my
God,
Daniel,
I miss you.
Look at these cutie pies.
Wait, Jess, do you want to turn off the recording?